you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing rhinoplasty regrets, and if you don't know what this is, let me explain. So essentially rhinoplasty regret is when you get a nose job done and then later on down the line you regret doing that nose job, and there's a slew of reasons why you may be experiencing regret. However, today I want to dive into some of those reasons why people out there are regretting their rhinoplasty.
When I was a teenager, I thought my life would be so much better if I had a smaller nose. So I got a nose.
First of all, when you're a teenager, a lot of the things you think as a teenager, you no longer think as an adult with a fully developed brain, because as a teen, like I remember some of the things that I thought as a teenager, and now that I'm an adult, I'm like, yeah, that was so, I don't want to say wrong, but that was a huge misconception, is that like I knew it all when I was a teenager, when really I didn't know much. Like I didn't have enough life experience. Now with a lot more life experience, with a fully developed brain, after doing like therapy and all sorts of stuff, I feel like I have a better grasp on the world, and I'm sure as I get older I will continue to feel this way and get more knowledge, get wiser, more experience. But yeah, I did want to comment on the fact that I personally wouldn't make any, or I wouldn't suggest for anyone to make any life-changing decisions in terms of like altering your body when you're a teenager, because the way you feel about yourself as a teenager will drastically change as you get older and more mature and start to appreciate yourself more. And yeah, and I think I said this in a previous video, my previous rhinoplasty video, is if you do plan to make any alterations to your body, any type of permanent alterations to your body, I do suggest going to therapy first, figuring out what's going on the inside before you change the outside, because once you change the outside, you cannot go back. You cannot go back to your original nose, you cannot go back to your original butt, you cannot go back to your original breast, you cannot go back, like there's no going back. You know, you can get a revision done, you can get things taken out, but it will never be like how it was before. So, and that's another reason why a lot of people experience regrets after doing any type of surgical procedure. It's because you can never go back to how you were before. And in those moments after you have finished your surgery, a lot of people experience like that feeling of, oh my gosh, like there actually wasn't anything wrong with me before. I was just being hypercritical. I just needed to deal with how I was feeling about myself on the inside. So I highly recommend not doing any type of permanent changes to your body, to yourself as a teenager. You have a lot of growing to do. Anyways, I said all that, and let's get back to the video.
Nose job. And then the doctor said, oh, we need to go back in. And I said, no, that really hurt. Just leave it the way it is. And funny, with the smaller nose, my life didn't change at all. Just like when I had my double mastectomy, I thought, without breasts, who am I? Well, I'm the exact same person, except I can jump rope now and I can run and I don't ever have to wear a bra. I suppose I'll always feel like me.
Oh, that's really awesome. She also had a double mastectomy. I'm not sure why she had a double mastectomy, but that's awesome. She left some really wise words, especially when she's mentioned the fact that even though she has a smaller nose, her life didn't change, because at the end of the day, it's all about how you view yourself, and then the world kind of responds to that. And I know like it's easier said than done, because sometimes when you have like certain characteristics about yourself that look drastically different than those around you, it can make you feel like an outcast, it can make you feel like a black sheep, and you kind of want to like draw into yourself. However, people respond really well to how you respond. Like people will respond to you the way that you treat yourself, type of thing, right? So I really respect the fact that she said like things didn't change around her. Like she didn't change, and the world didn't change because she changed her nose and because she had a double mastectomy. But again, she's wiser than I am. She's older than I am, so I'm sure she has a lot of life experiences that has taught her this, you know? So I'm really proud of her. Her doctor suggested that she go back in for another rhinoplasty, and she said no. And I imagine this happened at an older age. And that's another thing that I wanted to mention about getting surgical procedures done, especially at a younger age, is the fact that your body is still growing, and if you gain weight or lose weight or whatever it is, like those things can change with those life changes. So if you get a nose job done at the age of, let's say 15, 16, 17, by the time you're 25, you're fully developed and you're fully grown, like you're a grown person now. Your nose could have changed since then, and because it's not your original nose, like the procedure doesn't necessarily know how to react with those changes, and so as a result a lot of people do have to go back in and get the procedure done again. And I also see this a lot with braces. So someone will get braces when they are 10, 12, 14, and then as they get older, their teeth weren't done growing, or sometimes you're just not wearing a retainer. I plead the fifth. But sometimes your teeth will continue growing and then you have to get another set of braces. So honestly, just be patient with yourself, take it easy on yourself, take your time.
Guys, I got a nose job. It works really good, so I want to show you. It's very unrealistic though, so it's not that bad, is it?
Okay, this girl, she regrets her nose job. She started the video with her nose covered. She kind of wanted to do a reveal. She was mentioning how the nose looks very unrealistic. I don't know what she looked like prior to, so this could very well be her original nose and she's like trolling us, but she does have a very tiny petite nose. To me, it looks natural on her face, but again, I don't know what her face looked like prior to. Especially her side profile, it looks natural to her. Yeah, I don't know what she looked like before, so it's hard to say, but she does have a very small nose. She's saying it looks very unrealistic. Maybe it does, because one thing I can say is a lot of people, especially back in the day, would go and get surgery done to have a nose like this, and I know in person it does look very unnatural, so maybe that's what she's seeing. I'm sure what we see in the video is not exactly what's being portrayed in the mirror. So yeah, I don't really know what to say, because like it looks good to me, but maybe it doesn't look realistic. Oh, sorry, I saw another side profile and she has the nose that goes like this. It's like, it does like a whoop.
JK, you thought like that was a cat cup thing. It's like, actually, it was actually so realistic, wasn't it?
Oh, she got me. She did an edit on CapCut, so that was not her actual nose at all. Because when I saw the side profile, I was like, whoa, it does like a swoop.
Bella Hadid revealed that she regrets getting a nose job at 14. Over the years,
What? Bella Hadid had a nose job at 14? I don't really follow her like that, so I don't know what she looked like at 14, and even now I don't really know an updated look of her, but she had a nose job done at 14. I'm not gonna go ahead and give my little spiel again about getting plastic surgery done when you are younger or in your teen years. I'll spare you guys on another rant, but 14, wow, okay.
there's been a lot of speculation about the cosmetic surgeries that Bella Hadid has gone and done. Well, in an interview with Vogue, she revealed that she got a nose job at 14, and it's something that she actually regrets. She said that she wishes she kept the nose of her ancestors and believed that she would have grown into it. In case you didn't—
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how we feel about ourselves sorry, how we feel about ourselves at the age of 14 is not how you're gonna feel about yourself at the age of 25, 26, 30. Now with Bella's reflection, she's thinking that she would have wanted the nose of her ancestors. She would have wanted the nose that her parents passed down to her, so she can pass it down to her children. Because now when she has one, and if she has children, and let's say one of her children come out with her nose, for example, maybe her child will feel like a little bit self-conscious about it, because she looks at her mother's nose and says, I don't have like anybody's nose, when realistically she has her mother's nose. That can kind of like it can have like a trickle down effect, if you know what I mean. But yeah, she definitely wishes that she had her previous nose, or she regrets changing her nose. And our nose absolutely is something that some of us do have to grow into. So I have seen, like, I had peers when I was in school that did have like larger noses, and as they got older they definitely grew into their nose. They looked so good. They looked fine then, but they look so good now because they let themselves mature and grow into their nose, and you can see how much they love themselves now. So I'm a huge advocate for just like wait till you're an adult to make any of these changes, because your face will change, your face will grow, you will grow into your face, you will learn to love your face, and then you will have regrets about doing those plastic surgeries. Because one thing that people don't tell you is there are a lot of complications that happen with rhinoplasties. So I have heard a lot of stories of people getting a rhinoplasty done. They like their nose, but they can't breathe out of their nose. And what's the point of having a nose if you can't breathe, if you can't smell? You know, if you can't use it for the things it's intended to be used for. It can look all cute and buttony and slopey and this and that, but if it doesn't work, you will have regrets, because your nose is one of your, like, it's a very important sense. You use it to smell, you use it to, it's also used in your taste. So like if you've ever noticed that when you get sick, you can't taste your food, that sucks. Like, I would hate to not be able to taste food. So definitely think about the decisions that you're making before you do them.
And no, her father is Mohammed Hadid, who is a Palestinian real estate developer. Gigi and Bella's mother is Yolanda Hadid. And right now, Yolanda is getting a lot of backlash for encouraging her 14-year-old daughter to get a nose job.
Oh yeah, because technically you can't get a surgical procedure done at the age of 14 unless you have your parents' consent, I believe, unless you go to like the underground black market or something. But yeah, like that means her parents would have approved of this, and that's sad to think that instead of telling your child like, hey, I think you should wait, maybe we should seek out other resources, maybe we can do this, they resorted to plastic surgery, which they know is irreversible. That breaks my heart a little bit, because like I have a 14-year-old brother, and if he ever came and said, I hate my nose, I want to get plastic surgery done, I would be like, whoa, wait, you know, like, let's not jump to conclusions. First of all, you're not getting anything done until you're an adult. So, and second of all, let's seek out some other resources before we even think about entertaining this thought. Alright, so I think I'll leave this video here. If you guys like this type of content, then don't forget to leave a thumbs up and to subscribe down below. And if you have any other suggestions, concerns, comments on this topic, definitely leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!